The NFL has come to Germany as you get a look inside Deutsche Bank Park here in the bustling city of Frankfurt. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 2 regular season games on German soil this year. Here we go with the Dolphins and the Chiefs. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Patrick going to change the play. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd down. The Chiefs at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll take this down to the 33. You talk about this Miami defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Left side by Hardman. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is fielded inside the 5. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Just the one missed half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. His first catch, good for 9 in the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Quit cheating out there. That's what I like to do.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's Mahomes to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Emmanuel Ogbah finding his way to the ball for a big stop there behind the line of scrimmage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes now to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and 8. Here's Pacheco once again. And a short gain here down to the 22. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ballgame.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. He'll field this at the 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark, because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
Tua to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Third and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Pick it up. Come off the field. They even pay attention.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he lost the football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust?
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Dancing to his left. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And
the throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins first down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Tua going to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because of zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or results. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And he bats Takes it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 72 yards. And the Dolphins use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes to throw on second down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jalen Phillips, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Mahomes. That is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They're not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football
IQ, recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Mahomes being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Mahomes to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. To throw is Tua. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slide.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time, or you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice.